That's pretty nice. Do you the all of the tournaments?
Yeah, pretty
Pretty
much.
much. Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Rapid and Blitz for now, because classical is too like you need a lot of equipment, and
Of course, of
if you
course.
want to broadcast live stream or something.
Welcome to the first round of the Rapid Tournament in Switzerland. The city that we are playing it's called Chur, and it's very beautiful that it's surrounded by mountains. So I'm gonna place the video here, guys. You can see the opponent we are playing was very excited because it was first time for her to being recorded and for the YouTube channel. So she was very excited about that. And we started a round. She's also not rated, doesn't have FIDE rating, but she has a national rating. I started the game, I went e4. She responded with Scandinavian d5. I took the pawn, she took back with a queen, I played knight c3, she dropped the queen on d6, and I push d4, grab the center, knight f6. So the typical plan in these systems for black could be g6, e6, bishop g7. I played knight to f3 and she played the move a6. This allows me and gives me flexibility to go for the g3 move, because when I place my bishop on g2, there is no option for queen to come on a6 and stops my castles. She went directly bishop g4, and this move is a little uncomfortable because it's pinning my knight, and when they trade it, I take back with queen. This pawn might be hanging in the future on d4, but I usually have the counterplay to take the pawn on b7. So let's say if I play h3, bishop takes, queen takes, and after queen d4, white is almost winning after queen takes b7, because there is also threats of this. Also the rook is falling, and the game is collapsing for black here. So on bishop g4, I actually decided to play the move bishop g2. This is also a fine move. I just want to develop my pieces. So now, as you see the downside of pawn on a6, there is no option for queen a6. There is one game on my channel to see how actually one international master played it. It's actually very nice maneuver. So he actually waited for me to play the move g3. And then when I put my bishop on g2, he went queen a6. I'm going to put the link into description about that one. Now I decided to castle after she played the move knight c6. And at this point here, black should just go for alongside castles. And now I definitely have the problem about this pawn on d4. But I actually have the chance of kicking this bishop. Let's say bishop takes f3, queen takes f3. And now obviously knight takes d4 is not possible because of queen takes b7. So if queen takes d4, then we're gonna just put rook d1, bishop e3, and we definitely have the compensation for that lost pawn in the middle. So after castles, that's very logical option for black. Next to that also to go e6 just to develop. That's also the whole plan of knight e6, bishop g4 to quickly go alongside castling in Scandinavian opening. And this could be quite uncomfortable for unexperienced players against Scandinavian, and I know that Scandinavian is sometimes very annoying opening if you don't have experience, but watching this game, it's actually very easy to handle. Even the move such a bishop f4 later, rook e1, this pin is not annoying because the pawn usually is poison pawn and white is grabbing a lot of pressure on the queen side with these bishops. Now I was very surprised, and my opponent actually took knight e4. This is just a pure blunder. I don't know what she was thinking here, but of course I'm not gonna capture here, and can just capture queen takes d4. Here I'm just checking around, is there any tactic here or something, any intermezzo move, but queen takes d4, and now simply white is piece up, and she got shocked here because she missed the simple thing. Okay, it happens, maybe the camera thing, but because I was really surprised by her play until this point, even though she's unrated. And now after this blunder, I'm very relaxed now because I'm complete piece up. And even if she castles, I'm gonna just trade the queens, and that's it. She did castle. And now I can go queen e7, but I just went for a queen trade. She took back with rook, I went bishop f4. Targeting this rook, so I'm relying on simplification here. Whenever you're better, do have pawns up, piece up, But especially when you're piece up, just trade the pieces. Rook d7, 95. Now there's double attack on bishop and rook. So this is more stuff like for beginners and converting. You're usually trying to, every single move, put some threats because you have more pieces, and as I mentioned, to look for simplification. She decided to put the rook on d4. And at this point, I can take on f7. After rook g8, I can bring my knight back. I can also take the bishop. I can also play bishop e3 if I'm annoyed by this rook here. I cannot put rook d1 because of bishop in reverse, so firstly I can eliminate this bishop. And after knight takes, I can go for rook d1, but I decided just to pin this knight and see how she defends it. Like f5 is the only move to save the knight, because that breaks the pin on the king. And that was my move for the tactical purpose. Now she's thinking to see how she will defend the knight, and she decided to go for h5. But she simply missed the move f3, where she resigns the game. And it's very quick, rapid first round. You see the people are still playing there. With this one, we won the knight, and later on we have 2 pieces. We are proceeding with 1 out of 1 in the second round. Now, since we are surrounded by mountains, I'll go outside and take some deep breath because it's very healthy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next round.